Hi students, welcome to your math lesson of the day. It's hard to believe that it's almost a year now, so we're getting close to the end of Big Ideas Math. Today I'm going to be talking about lesson 13.3 in Big Ideas Math. Before we start reviewing that lesson, let's go ahead and review skip counting by fives. So today, let's go ahead and review how to skip count by fives to 100. Okay, and you can count with me or write these down wherever you are, but let's go ahead and get started. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. We did it. And if you guys are struggling about counting by fives, let me teach you guys a easy trick. So you guys know about the ones place and tens place now since we discussed it, but our first number when we start by skip counting by fives is obviously the number 5. And then we get to the next number, 10. Do you guys know what's next? You guys can add 5 to 10 mentally in your head. And then you get 15. And then what's the next number? 20. And then the next number is going to be 25, and then 30, and then 35. So I'm going to teach you guys a little simple pattern. If you guys look into the ones place, what numbers do you see in this pattern? Well, it begins by saying 5, and then what's the next number? 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5. So when you're skip counting by fives, it's in the ones place. It's always going to be either 0 or 5, 0 or 5. So whatever number was previous. So for example, for number 35, well, there's a 5 in the ones place in 35. So we go on to the next number. What's going to be in the ones place? A 0. It's going to be 0 for the next number. And then if you guys look into the tens place, so you notice we begun with nothing by the 5. And then you see 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s. And it's going up by them steps like 1, 2, 3. And then 4 is going to be in our tens place. And then if we follow our rule again, there's going to be another 4 in the tens place if we skip count by fives in the next number. So we look in our ones place in 40, our next number in the ones place is going to be 5. And then since we've only did 4 once, it's going to be 4 again because it's 2 times we have to do that number in the tens place. So 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s, and so on and so forth. So that's like a nice pattern too to learn when you're skip counting by fives instead of mentally trying to add in your head, okay, so 15 plus 5 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You guys know that pattern now. So, okay, so that number was 15. So that next number in the zeros place, or in the ones place, is going to be 0. And our next number is going to be 2 in the tens place. So that's an easy pattern, too, to recognize when you're trying to skip count by fives. Okay, guys, and let's go ahead and review our coins because I know we've been reviewing that, and a lot of you guys are having trouble remembering that. Okay. So I labeled our coins. I have a P for penny, D for dime, N for nickel, and Q for quarter. And let me fix my N and nickel because how do we know that a coin is a dime? It's the smallest silver coin. So that's one way to remember dime. It's the smallest silver coin in our coin collection in U.S. currency. And then penny is the only one out of what coins? It's the only one that's bronze color, so it's not going to be silver like dime, nickel, and quarter. And then the nickel is medium shaped, and then the quarter is going to be the biggest size. Now, what do you guys remember from the value, or what do you guys know the value of a penny is? It's going to be worth 1 cent. And the dime? It's going to be worth 10 cents. And the nickel? it's going to be worth 5 cents. And the quarter, it's going to be worth 25 cents.
Okay.
So from least value to greatest, we have the penny, which is worth 1 cent, the nickel, which is worth 5, the dime, which is worth 10, and the quarter, is going to be worth 25 cents. So that's the list of values from least to greatest. Penny 1, nickel 5, dime 10, and then quarter 25 cents. And if you guys are still having issues understanding coins, then please make an appointment with me during my office hours. Okay. So in 13.3 in Big Ideas Math, we are learning about shapes, which is really, really exciting. So in today's lesson, we are going to visualize how many shapes we can put into another big shape. So let me walk you guys through this example. So if we have this shape, it kind of looks like a D, but let me make that a little bit better for you guys. Like a nice curve. And then we have a circle. It wants us to visualize how many of this shape can fit into this shape. So if we were to draw out, I'm going to make this a different color. So we have this shape, this shape, this shape. So we filled 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of this shape into this shape. So 4 of this would fit into a circle. Okay, let's go to another problem. So we have the shape of a triangle, and we need to fit it with a trapezoid. Let me try to draw it the best I can. We need to visualize how many triangles we can fit. So we're going to draw a triangle in this shape, and then another triangle. And we're going to roughly fit about 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 triangles into a trapezoid. So you're just going to, what it really helps in this lesson is to draw out. So if it says how many of triangles can fit into a trapezoid. So what would help me is to draw it out, draw that shape inside that bigger shape to see how many I can spot. So that's a good way to look at it. So just draw it out on your own piece of paper or on a scrap sheet of paper if you're working on the class dojo worksheets. And if you guys have any more additional questions about shapes in 13.3, all you're doing is drawing shapes into another shapes to see how many shapes can fit into that one shape. But if you need additional practice, please let me know. Thanks.